Alright, we're back here at TB's cabin. I'm TB and I'm tired, that's right. It's almost 9:30, 10 o'clock at night on Monday night, starting out. So, this is the wood sheep that I was talking about earlier on the other video when I was advertising the knives and machetes be for sale. I will also eventually be adding swords, but I haven't got into sword making yet. I'm going to as soon as I get my blacksmith forge set up for that. I've got to get some more stuff to complete and finish it out with before I can. I've got to build a blower for it, which I've got the fan right here. This little electric fan right here works just fine. The only thing is I'd like to loosen the set screw off, take this fan off and put a smaller fan on it here. So like a 3-inch to a 6-inch, because being able to build a shroud for it to put on the end of my forge, the shaft or the pipe, 3-inch pipe comes out of the forge a long ways, and my forge has got holes drilled in it all up and down, all the way down the pipe, inside the half of hot water heater that I cut in two. Well, that's what I'm going to use to build my forge out of. And this here, what I'm holding here is going to be the blower fan, but I need a smaller fan so I can put a 4-inch over a 3-inch fan and channel that 4-inch down and then to the 3-inch. That's what I got in mind, and set it up. I've already got an electric cord here and everything ready to put that plug together. That's no biggie, plugging the fan together. This little knife I'm working out today, I still got, sorry about that, I still got to put an edge on it. I forget to check the camera and make sure where I'm at. That's another thing I'm going to be doing, and so forth. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you about? Just a quick deal here. But as I work this out and make a wood sheath for this machete, I'll let you see how I do that. I did the same thing for my brother-in-law's knife right here. Made a nice little wood bushman sheath. It's got a little strap on the back. I've got a couple more Ranger bands over there, but when I fire up my forge again, probably tomorrow if it's not raining, I don't think it'll be raining tomorrow, it may or may not. Next time I get the forge fired, the barbecue grill fired up, I'm going to antique this to match his handle. It'll look like this. You can take a blowtorch and just burn them lightly. You don't want to burn it up. Just kind of singe it, the wood on the outside. And then what I did after I got it singed, I laid it on the rack inside the forge, because up my forge, I made my smoker. The smoker boxes, I built the fire. I just took a pair of pliers and held this over the fire flame, let the flames kiss it. Not really burn it, just singe it good. Roll it over and let it do all the way around it, just like you was rolling out a hot dog, more or less, back and forth. Till you get that knife stain, that dark color in there where it looks like burnt. It'll harden the wood, it'll dry the wood good, pretty good. Then what I did, I laid it on the rack inside the charcoal grill, or barbecue pit, if you will. And I just put it on the far end of the grill so I wouldn't take any temper out of my knife. But I left it in there 10, 15, 20 minutes to finish drying out this wood. Then later, after I got it off the fire, I put this here polyethylene or something like that. It's hard for me to pronounce it. Polyurethane or something like that. It's a clear coat, an oil-based clear coat. And it's just like varnish, more or less, except it turns water good better. When you I put a couple coats on this, and you can see how nice that looks when you do. Fixing to do this one that way too, but I've got to antique it now. If you don't have, what I was going to say, the reason I did this, one of the reasons, that was to dry the wood, because it is green wood. But this is a good way to stain your oak wood or any kind of wood by flame kissing it over a fire flame or a blowtorch, gas propane torch, do the same thing. But you can antique them that way, or as I call it, in other words, you're darkening the wood a little bit and drying the wood out. But you don't want to burn it up. See, I got a little hot here on the corner. I got a little close to the fire with Carl's knife here, my brother-in-law's. But I'm going to do the same thing to the sheath, and then I'm going to go ahead and coat it with that after it's dry, and lay this up and let it dry. And you can carry these. I put these rivets in here to hold the leather sheath, the leather strap on there, so you can run your belt through that leather right behind it. I made this one a little tight, but it'll slide right on the belt. It's no problem. Fits mine good. Just thought I'd touch base with you on that. This here is the Ulu knife. I'm really pretty happy with it because I took a raw piece of wood and I rasped that down, worked it down to where it is. Had drilled 4 holes in there and put the dowels in. They're oak dowels holding the metal. The only thing I like a little bit different next time, if I can get a blade that'll come on out just an inch or two farther than this one. So I can, but this one's not bad. I can chop carrots, onions, potatoes with it. I mean, it'll slice the thunder out of it. What it is, this blade is an old deli saw blade off of a kitchen slicer. That's all it amounts to, and the slicer was mine. I've cut tons and tons of jerky with this. This is the second Ulu knife I've made. The first one that I made was for my cousin Melinda Gullick, or Lewis now. Anyway, I made her one. The only thing that I didn't like about it, I put a plyboard handle on there because I didn't have this opening. But if it breaks or gives her any problem, I'll fix her one like mine. Because this right here, I like this handle here better than I do those T handles that I've seen up on YouTube. I look at a thing and I look at it to see how it best works for me. Now each person has the right to make theirs how they want, but I just think that this right here is going to be the bomb. In fact, I like this pattern so much that I went out and I put a patent on this. Sure did. And this wooden sheet too, the design that I have here, it's not the best in the world. This one here's a little rough because I had to use rough cookwood, basically, or firewood to make a sheath. Now this, for my machete that I found, was a fence board, and it's already treated so it don't rot. It's got oil-based treatment on it, and I'm gonna have to. What I'll have to do is chisel this out nice and slow and work it out until this blade is submerged down in this wood. When I get it submerged to where it sets in there good, real good, I've already traced it out where it's got to be, then I can take the other board, the other half of this, whatever I did, here it is, and put it over the top, and I can put my rivets in there, and some glue. Tape glue will hold that thing together. Of course, I'll be cutting it down to actually fit this machete. This here's a little wider than what it'll be. Of course, what it'll be is about not much. It'll be about a ½ inch off each side of the top of the width of it right here. About ½ inch of this will come off. ½ inch over here will come off. In fact, I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about a little closer. I don't know if you saw that. I've got it marked off right here to be cut off about ½ inch of this and shape it more like the machete. Of course, it'll be a little larger than the machete actually is because I got to have some wood here to glue and to be able to drill holes to put my dowels in, or my metal pins to hold that together, bolts or whatever I use. But I imagine it'll be rivets, steel rivets, to run it through there and hold that together along with that 8 glue, and it shouldn't go anywhere. That will make a pretty nice wooden sheath, but before that I put the top piece on, I will drill some holes in here and rivet on a piece